One Owner Car Guy, oneownercarguy.com, and I'm back with the test drive of this beautiful Mercedes-Benz. I'll put a link at the end of the video to the exterior review and the interior review. You can click on them, bloop, right in the end of the video and see that. This is a test drive, like I say. I do 3 videos of each one for the most part, and this is a beautiful one-owner car. It's in great shape, has very low miles. It was 79 or right around 80. I'll check that when I get inside. How's that? I don't want to mislead you. Beautiful. I'm not a big gold colored fan, but these are a subtle kind of odd gold, and the big large squareness of it kind of does it for me in a way. The car, I went around all the exterior stuff, so you've seen any bumps or scratches by now, or you will. There's not really much to talk about on that. I mean, this guy took care of his car. And I mean, this car cost the man as much as a couple houses. I mean, back in this year, the kind of money these went for, yeah, it was a couple houses. Beautiful shape, small little things here or there you could do to fix it up. Bumper's a bit faded, not, badly, but they are a tiny bit faded. I've showed you the interior in the other video, like I said, so you'll see that at the end. I'm gonna hop in and just go for the test drive. I mean, show you how the runnability is. And this car, breeder up there, I heard her yipping. My mom just got home. And, well, the car doesn't run exactly perfect, but it runs really good. And there's a tiny little issue with it that I'm going to show you right here before we take off and go. First off, let's see the miles. 89. See, good thing I didn't go with what I said. Now all these lights go off here once you start it up. So, runs good. All the lights will go off here, and you have your seat belt and get going. That SRS light on these things stays on the first few minutes, and sometimes it seems, but it goes out, not a problem there. The problem is this. Watch this. I'm gonna push the gas. Did you see that? Watch, I'm gonna push it. Maybe I'll say now when I push. How's that? I'm pushing it now. Runs good, just revs out just nicely, idles right where it should. Just perfect right there. But when you put your foot on it, it seems to want to drop in RPM. Now, you see how it didn't do it that time? Watch it do it again. I'm not going to make it do it. Okay, now hang on. I'm going to make it do it right now. Stutter step. So I'm going to say, I'm pushing the gas now. And if I don't want it to do it, okay, and the difference is this. Your pedal, my hand. So when you go like this, it doesn't do it. If you go like this, it does. That's what I've been told. Now I've been told that this could be related to a boating cable. I had the transmission replaced in this car. There's no big warranty or nothing with it. It engages and goes right when it should. However, let's do this. It just feels a little, I don't like that drop in. It shifts. I mean, it's a good little runner and all that. I feel like the car could use an alignment or something, maybe a wheel balancing. I bet you there's a wheel balance. Downshifts and goes, the car goes. Look at that S-car go. But I don't like the way that whoomp is in it. Now I'm being very, very picky. This car could run forever the way it is. It could also stop up here at the next thing and be not a good runner. It's an old, used as-is car. AC's nice and cold. It's feeling really good, actually. I've done the interior. There's your downshift and everything. A little bit of a belt squeal there. Been sitting a while, it's not used to having a big woomph done on it like that. But it handled it nicely. coming up on this area here is a park and school. I do a lot of test drives down here, and it just runs nicely. At 40 miles an hour, the car just glides down the road. I seen that school bus and I just almost jammed the brakes on. Not in my lane though, huh? So nice, smooth driver. SRS light is off and gone now. Maybe it had to do with when I put my seatbelt on. I don't know. Okay, I'll get on it a little bit right here. Goes nicely. And there it turns, so we're all good. Let's just get on this thing. Traction control light came on, that worked really nice. It almost seems to shift just a teeny bit too soon, but that is what the boating cable adjustment was that the guy did for me, that put the transmission in. Now there's not some big long 3-year warranty or nothing. I got what I got. I got a transmission put in, and that's that. The car drives now. It didn't go in forward before. And that's the major thing on these in this age is the transmission. And if a guy wants to spend $4,000 to $6,000 and put a really nice blue racing clutches and all the big hoop and a holla and whoop whoop stuff and all that, you can get, actually you can get them for anywhere between, on eBay you can get $1,200, $1,300 transmission rebuilt with like a 40,000, 60,000 mile warranty. If you get one of the really tight ones for like $4 grand installed, it's just different monies you can spend. But get yourself a tight tranny, and that takes care of the weak links of these cars besides the cheap $400 side wiring harness thing. And this one doesn't seem to have any of those issues. Like I say, I replaced the tranny. I wanted to show you that, like as if you could tell that I replaced the tranny by showing you the cable, the shifter. Yeah, I'll think of the name in a minute here. I've got 6 of these cars right now. I just got a nice silver 500 in. I've got a white and gray 500. That's nice. That was a nice upshift and a nice downshift. I'm telling you, I love the way this car runs. It runs great. See, now it kind of coughed there a little bit almost, and that was that cough I was talking about. It's because I got on it. Oh, you know what else? I don't have very much fuel in here, maybe, going around the corner. But speed limit is 40 in this area, by the way. So I'm going to slow down. See there? That little cough. That is not, and I'm just jamming it in there, the foot in there. Jamming the foot in there. So I got to make it do something that I didn't want it to do. And I'm going to go right back down this road and try and duplicate that for us right now. Cars turn on a dime for how big they are. I mean, you just go and put your foot on it, it goes no problem. It just goes. That's all there is to it. You get to where you've nailed your foot in it a bunch, or it's just now starting or something, maybe, first 5 minutes, and it's got that little bit of a hesitation. Watch this. It ain't got it going around the corners like that. I mean, it just went really nice. Coming up the hill, going around that corner, you kind of seen what it did there. And it could be just because low on fuel, going around a corner and all that. But we're gonna get on it right here. There you go. That time it did it. I'm not happy about it doing that, but I mean, that is just getting on it with everything you've got. Now, that could be a very simple little fix that is not anything. Would I drive this car anywhere? After I drove it around town for a long time. See, if you put your foot on it and go, man, you're gonna get 3 burps. I mean, I'm telling you what, I'm mashing the pedal as hard as I can. I'm wanting it to do that. Now, let's say I just go really nice and soft. Even if I get on it now, no problem, because I'm going. just smooth as can be. I will stop. And I'm going to show you the gauges on a throttle up or whatever you want to call it. Here we go. My camera's overheating too. Nice, not a problem. Right to 40. Slow down a little. I'm going to just give it the gas and not really mash it. Goes perfect. Keeping an eye on everybody here, of course. Now I'm not going to mash the hell out of it again. I'm going to drop down to about 15 and just give it some nice throttle. Now I can give it as much as I want, basically. No issue. Until you hit the bottom and the shift area. If you've got it floored on that thing, that's what it's going to do when it gets to the shift area. It's almost like it's just not, like the fuel maybe cut out for a second, but only if you've got it romped. And when I say romped, watch this. I hope it shows up. The difference I'm doing is this, or this. Just so you know. And a nice floor, it's a rev limiter on it like that, but I'm putting my foot in it when I do that to make it stop. And I'm just gonna go now. The big old floor. So that's that, man. And now it's doing it at a lower area, a lower range. There we go. Yeah, you floored it, does it, man? So that is the deal. And I know I'm showing you a half dash there. I'm gonna let off and I'm gonna show you just a nice, that's just a nice floor. It doesn't do it. Just not a floor, a nice wolf. So, don't mash the pedal, don't hot rod it, and it seems to really, really be okay. What makes something do something like that? One owner car guy doesn't know. He just knows he's got a great car that somebody a little bit more mechanically inclined than him could easily do. Now it's doing it just a little bit when you even start out. It really is. So that's what you're dealing with. It doesn't die or nothing this time. Floor it, it just goes away though. And right now, it's not floored. I am not flooring, I'm just doing it, tuning it, and it's kind of coughing at me. And it just died. Now that could have a lot to say about going up a hill. See, I'm putting my foot on it, and it's cutting out. Let's try and crawl up the hill. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to go right now like this. Okay, let's go ahead and let this sucker roll back. And start her up in the road, hopefully. We'll either start her up in the road or park her on the side of it. It just died on me. Now, what would make something do something like that? It's almost like it's all of a sudden losing spark or something. But if I keep my foot on it, I can keep it going. But not enough to get me where I need to go. Okay, I'm gonna tinker with this. It'll be back up at the top of the hill this evening. Yeehaw. That's the deal. You are buying a car that has an issue like this. Looks good, feels good, is a good car. You're gonna have to have something done to it though. Have it inspected if you want. Have them come look at it, whatever. It's a great car. Cheap! OneOwnerCarGuy.com, hipstercars.com. I'm done.